Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry I'm a little dirty right now. I just got off work. Um, I've been asked by a couple people. I've been talking about removing the fuel restrictor for the fuel filter on a 7.3 that's in the fuel bowl. I was going to show everybody what I meant by that. Some people already understand and know exactly what I'm talking about. Other people don't, and this is the video for those people. Unfortunately, I can't find the little piece that I took out. But what you do is don't do this without getting a new fuel filter and cap also. And I say that because that O-ring that's on the bottom of the cap, once you break that loose one time, I guarantee you it will leak. I don't care how well you clean it or anything else like that, it will leak again. So unless you want to buy a new filter and cap and all that other stuff, don't do it yet. So if you take the cap off the fuel, you drain the fuel bowl first out. Obviously there's a little yellow lever on the back side of the fuel bowl where it drains the fuel bowl out. Once you do that, take the cap off the fuel filter. Remove the cap. Some of them are a cap and filter put together and it's one piece. Other ones are a cap separate from the filter and it's two piece. Depends on what filter you bought. Once you do that, you'll see your fuel bowl heater. It's a little circular disc at the bottom of the fuel bowl. You'll see three, I think they're T5s or maybe T7s, Torx bits. Remove them. Be sure not to drop the screws though. You don't want to be chasing them in the middle of the fuel bowl. You don't have to disconnect the wiring on it, though I did. It only took me a couple seconds. Oh, it's starting to rain. Nice. Once you pull that out, you'll see a little black piece of plastic right in the middle of it, the spring. Remove that whole piece. That's the little plunger. What that does is it senses when the fuel filter is in and out. If you don't have the fuel filter in it, it pushes down or it stays up and it won't allow you to start the truck. If once you put the fuel filter in, it pushes it down and it allows you to start the truck. The only problem is the opening in that is so small that it restricts fuel quite a bit. So once you remove that, it's called the fuel bowl mod. It's very simple, it's very quick, very easy, and it's, believe it or not, very effective. I gained almost a half mile to the gallon doing it. And just a little bit more performance out of the hole because again the fuel's not being restricted. That is a major restriction in that. So yeah, it's very simple. One of the other mods that I did when I did that was a boost fooler. Everybody knows that the map sensors on the 7.3s don't like seeing more than 20 pounds of boost before they send you into limp mode. So what I did is I went up to Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight's awesome for stuff like this. Bought a cheap air pressure regulator, hooked it up to my compressor, and set it for, what did I set it for? I set it for 19 pounds of boost. Because anytime the map sees more than 19 pounds, actually it's more than 20 pounds, it'll send it into limp mode and then it'll start defueling. You'll get the check engine light. I gotta move into the garage here. You'll get the check engine light and the truck will run for shit for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes until it resets. Once it resets, you're golden until you put your foot back into it and then you'll get the overboost again. And typically that happens when you have a tune on the truck or something as simple as just the open air filter. When it can suck in that much air, it will overboost. And typically it'll do it when you're getting on the freeway and your foot is to the floor and you're staying on it. And that's typically when you'll get the overboost code. So what you do is you turn around and you take a Harbor Freight air pressure regulator and you put it right, wow, that got real dark real quick. You put it in line with the map sensor and you set it to 19 pounds of boost, which is the most that the map sensor wants to see before it'll go into overboost. And what'll happen is once you hit 19.5 pounds of boost on that regulator, sorry it's so shaky, it'll relieve the extra air pressure before the map, but will not affect your boost into the turbo.
all it's doing is fooling the map. It's only allowing the map sensor to see, again, 19 pounds of boost. When you're really pushing, like me, 34 or 35 pounds of boost on a pretty much stock turbo with just a Wicked Wheel 2. Pretty aggressive tune, though. And actually, again, that's tuned down right now because of the trans. So, yeah, again, another very effective mod. Very helpful, very useful. A lot of the tunes come built in with boost foolers. They reprogram the map. The only problem is I have not found a tune, not even, Hydra, not even Jody from what is the name of that company? Not Sixth Position. Come on, guys, help me out here. Anyway, you guys know, if you have a 7.3, you guys know who Jody is. So they have boost foolers built into them, but again, they're not that effective. Now, if you put the homemade boost fooler in front of the map, I don't ever have a problem. As long as I'm set to 18.5, 19 pounds on the air pressure regulator, it only allows the map to see so much. And again, I can hit 33, 34 pounds of boost all day and never have a problem. So those are the mods I'm talking about. Let me see if I can maybe find that pin. I was hoping I could find it, but I think I may have thrown it out because I know I'm never going to use it again. I will probably need a new fuel bowl before I ever put it back in. And if I were to ever need a new fuel bowl, I'd pull it out anyway. Another thing. For checking for boost leaks, kind of a simple way to do it for, the intake tubing and the exhaust is this little piece right here. All it is a piece of 3-inch PVC cap with an air chuck on the end of it. That goes in the intake tube, where the air filter would go. Close it in there, put air in it, and if you got a boost leak somewhere, chances are you'll find it. As long as it's before, because for some reason you can find a boost leak in the CAC tubes with that, which I never understood. But I guess it works. So, but I've used it for checking my intake and making sure the turbo doesn't leak anything. And checking the up pipes and whatnot. So, but it worked for me. But yeah, that's just simple little tidbits and know-hows. Again, if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If I wasn't clear on anything, which sometimes I'm not, again, let me know, and I'll try and make it as more clear as I can and more understandable. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Good night, everybody. 7-3 love, and God bless.